Hello to everyone who may or may not be here. Welcome back to the stream where we play non-violent games, games that reward the player for intellectual and or emotional engagement, rather than for combat or any other kind of violent accomplishments. We're back with Life is Strange 2 today. So, without further ado, let's get on it. So if you remember, Sean and Daniel's biological mother, Karen, just stopped by and picked up Sean after he was cast out of the church where Daniel has been paraded around as an angel. Woo. Things are messy, to put it lightly.
Man, didn't clean the pain away, but that felt good. Pam, you look bad. Gotta change that dressing soon. Karen seems to be on the move quite often.
She took us to a hotel or motel or something. Yeah, that looks like a hotel.
I wonder how long Karen has been here.
But I don't know.
Did she see one of Daniel's miracles? Be right back. We'll find out.
Popped out for supplies. I'll grab some food in case you want to eat. New socks and shorts in the bathroom, all yours if they fit. Might be a good time to contact Jacob. His number is on the letter he sent. Be right back. Karen. Not Sharon. Why was I going to say Sharon? Karen. Wait, hold on. Was there a second page there? Did I see that?
Be right back.
Oh, no. Okay.
We'll find out.
Jacob's letter. Here we go.
It only took Supermom 8 years to give a shit.
Dear Mrs. Diaz, my name is Jacob, and I worked with your sons Sean and Daniel on a farm in California. There were some problems, and Sean went missing. I'm with Daniel now in Hayden Point, Nevada. He gave me this P.O. box address, so if you get this, I think Daniel might be in danger. He needs help to get out of here. I can tell you more if you contact me at this number, 775-555-0118. Please hurry. Thank you, Jacob.
Huh. This isn't her tablet.
Struggles with too many open apps, which should be okay for basic browsing slash geolocat. What does that mean? Anyways, 112-708.
Yay, technology. Reverend Mother doesn't look too humble.
Welcome to our new life at the Universal Uprising Church, Haven Point.
Therefore go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. Matthew 28 and 19:20. Mission: accept the Lord, spread the word of Jesus, keep faith with the community, to seek and save the lost. Luke 19:10. A message from Reverend Mother Elizabeth Fisher. As the pastor of our holy church, I have devoted my life and love to the teachings of the gospel and our Lord. I was blessed since childhood to be given this calling, and it is my privilege to spread the word and preside over this loving, righteous community of Haven Point. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you who seeks out our humble refuge. Together we will begin a journey to a new life, guided by the Spirit of the Lord and Savior. Bless you all. The Haven Point community, Haven Point, Nevada, is a living oasis where individuals and families can live out their faith in a community dedicated to the teachings of Christ. All who share our faith are welcome to join us and build a bridge to the Lord and His eternal state. Hospitality, beloved, it is a faithful thing you do in all your efforts for these brothers, strangers as they are. 3 John 1:5. Gratitude, that this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118:24. Forgiveness, get rid of all the bitterness, rage, and anger, rolling and slander, along with every form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. I don't know why I was using that voice, but hey, why not? One of the great mysteries of Nevada, A Slice of Haven Point by Robert Neal. One of the great mysteries of Nevada is how it balances the Holy Spirit with the Holy Dollar. Few tourists travel around the world to seek religion here, but in the tight-knit Christian community of Haven Point, Nevada, a charismatic pastor has inspired a devout following. As she told me in an interview at her peaceful church office, Reverend Elizabeth Fisher spent her whole life as a humble disciple of the Lord, feeling the call to share His love and glory in the dark age. I had a powerful experience as a child that put me on this righteous path. She smiles gently and touches my hand. But this is not about me or my story, as anybody in our wonderful church can tell you. And tell me they did. The members of the Universal Uprising Church speak with hushed awe of their pastor and how she inspires them. Reverend Fisher just wants to share her blessings with us, said Corey Johnson, 34, a recent addition to the congregation. I was pretty cynical before I went to one of her revivals. You could feel the electricity when she spoke. People were crying, including me.
Looks like a Roach motel.
Oh, so this is a motel, not a...
Nobody will find me there.
I don't know why I just use those voices for all that shit, but, you know, again, why not?
Sorry. I still have no game.
Why not, right?
And the house always wins.
Maybe let's check out the, dickheads. Got picked up by a trucker not far away from Haven Point. I was nervous, but the guy was sweet. Even hooked me up with a sandwich. Really needed that boost. Okay, Daniel has been brainwashed by a cult. He wants to stay with them, and I fucked up with this reverend. I just fell right into her trap. I'm so stupid. Also, Karen. What the fuck is she doing here? How did she find us? Don't want anything from her. Nada.
This country's just way too big. This thing is killing my back. I got bruises on my bruises. We've come a long, long way, buddy. Karen's always into low-tech. I even think it's the one she had back then. This place is quite remote.
Yeah, okay, motel. This is definitely not a hotel.
At least nobody will be looking for me here. I got a few moments to myself, so let's practice.
Nice.
I could see myself stopping by this motel during a road trip, taking a dip in the pool after a long ride. These mountains really inspire me. I guess that's an okay start. But I can keep going. I wonder who lives around here. It's so wild and huge.
I definitely always prefer to have more detail.
Okay, just draw now. Don't think about anything else. Got a good picture of it. I'm ready to draw now.
Neat.
Alright, back to reality, dude. I'm not going out. Gotta wait for Karen in here. So Karen did check it out. Wonder if she saw Daniel in action. Kinda pretty. Wonder if she made it.
That would be interesting.
I know I shouldn't peek, but whatever. Glad to know she learned the lesson. Karen did her own road trip to get here.
Turning forward to look back, making the same choice twice. My solitude days and dreamy nights just to find myself looking forward to turn back.
Damn. Karen does like to capture the world around her.
Tracing closer every mile, my heart goes racing, sore. I remember, know the feeling. There's no fighting back that beating. I remember, know the feeling. There's no fighting back that beating, tearing apart my core. Early morning blues, coffee, red eyes, truckers, and sad families. Bad eggs, not the waitress's fault. She's a quick, hurried one, probably ending a long night shift. Tag says Clementine, 22-ish, redhead dyed brunette. Eyebrows and skin tone don't lie. Irish descent? Owner's daughter, maybe. Mahoney's. Vague, polite smile. Busy mind. Mildly clumsy, looks distracted. Anxious? Young cook called her Clemmy. Brother? Boyfriend? Boyfriend. Apologizes when the orders are late, and she's the one getting roasted. Do mom and dad know you're dating on the job, Clemmy? Mixing up work and love seldom makes a good match. That a brand new baby bump under the stand apron? It's 2017 and young folks are still busy making babies. I guess nothing ever really changes. Yep, so now all we do to have I don't know what. All we have to do now is to call Jacob.
Yeah, I bet every guest can't wait to read this. It's me, Sean.
Sean? No way. I've been waiting to hear from you for months. Lucy, you found my note in your sketchbook?
Yeah.
Where are you? You have to come here, Sean.
I know. I'm not far. In a motel.
Good. Listen, I can't talk right now. I gotta go.
Wait! Daniel, how's he doing?
Meet me tomorrow afternoon on Brady Highway. There's a junction just above Haven Point. There's a wild mice ranch billboard there. I'll be there at 4.
Jacob, wait!
I can't talk, Sean. Be there tomorrow. Please.
Okay.
Damn. He couldn't really talk. All this is so messed up.
No shit.
I'm so drained.
We're just waiting for Karen to come back. Oh, here. Wait for Karen.
Let's just rest while I wait for her. If she comes back.
Make sure everything's alright. Yeah, everything's fine. Good.
Hey, sorry it took so long. Fucking store was packed. How you feeling? Nothing broken? Altar boys don't fight fair?
Yeah. I'm okay.
Double cheese, no onion, right?
That'll do.
Got you some gauze and antibacteria stuff for your eye. Hey, don't wolf that down. Or at least take a breath.
Like you care.
Sean, I do.
Come on, Karen. Don't act all hurt. It's too late. Where were you when I broke my leg when I was 13? Not with me. When Daniel got a bad flu a couple years ago, you didn't sleep next to him every night. Where were you? Where were you?
Fair enough. So let's talk, because we do have to get your brother out of a cult.
I'm listening.
How did you two survive alone on the road for that long?
We just got lucky. And got some help along the way. Total strangers. We even had our own little family.
Good. How did you go to Beaver Creek?
You know I don't have to answer your questions, right?
You're right. So tell me what you want from me, Sean.
Nothing, Karen. I mean, what do you want from me? A fucking hug?
Hey, I just want you to know what I did and why, if you care. So, ask me anything.
Okay.
All right. Why did you bail on us?
I wasn't meant to be a wife or a mother. I thought I was supposed to. I tried to pretend for many years. But I wasn't happy, and the urge to leave just became unbearable. I had no other choice.
Are you serious? You chose this life. You fell in love. You made your own choices, right?
Making your own choices doesn't mean you can never fool yourself, Sean. After I had Daniel, you were about 8, and Esteban's garage was getting busy. There was so much going on around me, yet somehow I just felt that my own life was just slipping away. Felt like an empty shell. Sean, it was the hardest decision I ever made. I knew I might never see you all again. but I took that responsibility.
No, you didn't.
So you just dumped us so you could be free?
Yes, that's exactly what I did.
You're just so fucking selfish. So what exactly are you doing in Nevada? You live around here?
No, I'm way out in Arizona. Sean, I told you, your friend Jacob wrote my P.O. box and said Daniel was in trouble. That's it.
Arizona? Holy shit. It's just lizards and rocks.
Guess I found something there. New York didn't really do me good, so...
Yeah, okay. I think I've heard enough.
I didn't have a choice, Sean. We only have one life, and I didn't want mine to be spent in regrets. For years, I fooled myself, thinking I'd find satisfaction into what society expected me to be, and that was my mistake. I hope someday you can understand that. But I never stopped caring about you. For what it's worth, I am sorry for hurting you and Daniel and Esteban.
Oh, please. It's too fucking late for that shit. No matter what, you left your own kids and my dad. So don't even.
I know it's too late. I want you to know how I feel.
Yeah. I still don't care. Jeez.
Well, I meant when she said she didn't take when she said she took responsibility for that. I mean, it's like she shirked a responsibility for that. She didn't take responsibility for that. She made choices, and and by saying that, what she wanted was to be free, and that's why she left them, it also implies
Sean,
implicitly means that
whatever you want to say to me, this is the time.
that they were
Let's
weighing her
just
down.
Get it all out in the open. See what happens.
I mean, I get you wanted to leave and stuff. Okay. But why would you ghost us like that? Not even a fucking birthday card.
I thought if I vanished, you would all move on. But I wanted to contact you guys so many times.
Why didn't
I
you?
almost did.
You should have.
But you wanted a clean break from us.
I didn't want to be a part-time, pissed-off mother. Not fair to any of you. I left when Daniel was still very young, so he wouldn't remember me.
Cool plan, Mom. You hurt Daniel way worse. He thought you took off because of him.
I know. I hope I can make it up to you, Daniel. Someday. I can start by getting his ass out of that church. Cult. Whatever.
So... what did you do when you left? Where did you go?
I pursued some dreams and failed. Learned the lessons. I guess all this time I tried to find out what really matters to me.
Which doesn't involve a husband and 2 kids.
It does to a lot of people, and I totally respect that. Just not to me. I wasn't good at making plans, which is what most of modern life is about, right? School, job, marriage. Ask my mom and dad. They wanted me to follow their rules, their faith. I tried, but I wanted to find my own way, with no security blanket. Family, religion, social norms. It's just all about security, after all. but it all just looked like a sweet golden jail to me. I tried to escape that.
Yeah. Hope it was worth it.
It was. For now, I've found my place in the world, with like-minded people. I'm at peace with my fuck-ups and my decisions.
How do you make peace with bailing on your parents, your husband, and your kids?
I know, that's hard to understand. But I think people should know who they are, and not fake it for anybody.
Look, I understand, right? I understand the need to live your truth. I understand not pretending to be someone you're not. But this was so cruel. This was so cruel, you know? You know, and yeah, no, there's no good reason to abandon your kids. There's just not. I'm sorry. You know, well, I mean, I understand, you know, in some ways, like if you're, you know, if you're a teenage mom, right? I guess I get that, you know? But there's just, I don't know. The way she did this was so cruel. The way she did this was so cruel. You know, and there's a certain... Look, I don't know. I've never been in this position, right? I've never had to give up my kids, right? I've never had, you know... But for me, I really think that, you know, you have to let your kids know you care about them. To be a parent and to make your kids think that you don't love them is a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to do.
So, did you ever actually miss us? Or Dad?
Of course, Sean. I do miss your father. He had such a big heart. He could brighten up a rainy day. That was like his superpower. But above all, I missed watching you grow up. See how you saw the world. I missed sharing these moments with you, Sean.
And you should have been there.
We used to do so much stuff. Like when you taught me to ride because Dad sucked. Or when we went camping near Vancouver. Just me and you.
You always loved night skies.
I did stargaze a lot when I was in California.
Trust me, the further south you go, better it gets.
Whatever. You sound so... careless. It's like you can't even realize how much pain you've caused.
I do care. That's why I'm here. To help you and your brother. If I didn't step up to help him now, I couldn't live with myself.
But listen. Just because what she did was awful doesn't mean...
I gotta change my dressing. This thing fucking hurts.
Doesn't mean there's no chance for her to make it up, but it's just gonna take a fucking lot of work. Like a lot of work. Who knows? Maybe she can do that work.
Sean, I know I can't change the past. Or what I did. But this is about helping your brother. You gotta trust me this one time.
I know. It's still hard. But yes, we have to be a team to rescue Daniel.
We can do it.
Okay. How?
We need to get in touch with this Jacob. He obviously knows a lot more than us about the church.
Well, I called him when you were out. We can meet with him tomorrow.
Okay, good. I also got these, just in case.
Okay.
We gotta accept
Take
help
care
where
of
we
the
can
eye.
get it, right?
So, do you need any help with that?
Yes. Thanks.
So, you feel like telling me the story here?
When we have time.
Gotcha. Here, try this on.
How do I look?
Great.
Thank you, Karen.
Big day tomorrow, so we should get some rest.
Yeah. I'm ready to get Daniel.
All right.
Sure he's gonna show up?
He better. He promised.
Well, if he doesn't find us, we'll find him. I can't believe how much crap you guys have been through. Makes me want to punch in the face each and every asshole that got in your way.
Yeah. Good thing we got to meet amazing people, too.
Life on the road is all about that. The sweet encounters.
Hope I can see them again someday.
Oh, you will. So tell me about Daniel. What's he like?
Well, he's definitely special.
Hope so. He's your brother, right? Heads up. Is that him?
Yep. Wait here. Sean! What happened? What were you thinking, Jake?
I didn't know where else to go. Listen, I saw Daniel come back to the camp that night. Like he was in shock or something. Then I heard all these sirens and I got scared. I packed a few things, I took a blanket from your tent and we left together. I also kept the cash you made on the farm. It's in my car.
You did right, Jake. Thank you.
You have no idea what he looked like when I found him that night, Sean. He was in bad shape, with a gunshot wound, and all by himself. I couldn't just leave him there.
So, you came back here after you escaped, but with a dazed little boy, and everybody was cool with that?
Trust me, it was not an easy thing for me to come back. And, yeah, they took us in. That's what they do here. They take people in.
Except they didn't want to take me in yesterday.
I'm telling you, to be careful with the Reverend Mother. She's waited her whole life for somebody like Daniel. The Reverend knows how to manipulate people. She's good at this. He wants to stay with her. Daniel has faith in the Reverend now.
Did you even try to stop her?
Sean, stop it. Why did you think I wrote to your mother? Come on. There's no way they're gonna let you take him away.
Too bad. We're not gonna ask for their permission. You must be Jacob. I'm Karen. Hi.
Okay. I don't know if you want to do this, but I have an idea. I think school must be over by now, but Lisbeth will stay at the church with Daniel for his special classes. That'll give us time to sneak into the compound before we get to them.
I'll be on the lookout. Keep watch in case it all goes to shit. Sean, stay on the walkie.
Sounds like a plan.
One more thing. We have to get my sister too. Sarah Lee.
Really, Jacob? Come on, man. She's with your parents.
I know. Please, listen, Sean. She's not safe here. She's sick. They believe in everything Lisbeth says. And she says she'll cure Sarah with prayers. I know you understand, right?
Damn, Jake.
We need his help too, Sean.
And I do want to save Sarah Lee too.
Okay, Jake. I'm listening.
Lisbeth knows what's wrong with Sarah Lee. We need to find her medical record. I think it's in her home office. Then I'll go get Sarah Lee while you get Daniel. Okay?
Fine.
Sarah Lee does not
I'm gonna
deserve.
trust you on this, Jacob.
Again,
All good for you, Karen.
Sarah Lee does not deserve to
And
die
I'll go with you.
because a
Hero.
manipulative bitch
I know.
decides she could. She's a worthy sacrifice for her cult.
Karen?
I'm in place. I can see the whole camp. Let me know if you need anything. Be careful, Sean.
Got it. Thanks.
We gotta be careful now. If anything happens, let me do the talking, okay?
Yeah, of course. Let's get this over with.
Okay. Lisbeth's house is right behind the church, so in and out.
Okay. And you sure Lisbeth will have those files on your sister?
Watch out, Sean. There are people right outside.
Shit. How many?
Just 3. A man with his kid on one side, and a woman alone on the other.
Got it. Thanks.
People aren't supposed to come and go around the church once the service is over. Better to avoid them if we can.
Okay.
Karen, everything all right?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I found the best hiding spot. The view's kinda great.
Cool. Be careful, though. You never know.
Thanks, Sean. I will.
We can go around this way.
So, did you grow up out of here?
No. In another community back east. When Elizabeth came out here to start Haven Point, my folks followed her and brought me along.
Must have been hard on you.
Kinda. 8-year-olds don't want to go to church all day.
Few people do.
Can't believe Daniel really lives in this depressing house.
We did it. Now we have a little bit more time.
Yes, we do. Nice work. So where are the files?
Right there, in her office. Of course it's locked. Her open door speech is just another lie. We gotta find a way in.
Fuck. Think there's a key somewhere?
Maybe she's too cautious not to have a spare set around. Whoa.
Evenings in here must be so much fun. Are you okay, Jake?
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's just so full of memories and stuff.
Damn. This is so artless.
Okay, let's see. Where?
Whoa. This place is worse than army camp. Coaxing lesson 1. Get Daniel his favorite cereal. And I thought clearing Steven were old-fashioned. The moat and the bean. Lisbeth sure likes to be on pictures. Must be a way to break it.
Okay, there's more stuff over here. Hold on. Let's see.
Might be enough to open that door. Daniel's haircut makes much more sense now. This is a lot of pills. Especially for someone who doesn't believe in science. Did she teach Daniel how to play this? Is this Daniel's room?
Yeah.
Man. It's depressing.
Well, Elizabeth doesn't believe in material possessions, so...
Doesn't mean you need to decorate your house like a prison. Is she forcing him to do this? Why is he accepting all that? Happy birthday, Daniel. Shit. People are really all over his power.
Here's Daniel. I know you may never read this, but I had to reach out after
Someone
witnessing
for
your
secrecy.
Holy Spirit last week. I'm a sinner. I have not been a church-going woman for years, but I heard a story from my neighbor about Elizabeth Fish and your miracles. I could feel the Lord whisper to me, and then I drove all the way from Truckee to Haven Point. When I saw your angel face, I knew my faith was coming back. You showed us that God is alive and working through Daniel. You raised the cross like he raised Jesus. I found my faith again and more strong than ever. You were sent to prove that God's love is real. I am saving money to see you again, and I pray I could be of service forever. Your servant, Lori Conway.
Sean, everything all right in there?
Yes. We're trying to get into her office. She's locked it up, so... At least he didn't throw it away. Bet he'd like to have it back. Once he's out of this mess. This is quite the change from Power Bear and Friends. No matter what happened, I guess Finn was a real friend to Daniel. The Book of Daniel. So much for hot dog, man.
Jesus. No pun intended. I, Daniel, was troubled in spirit, and the visions that passed through my mind disturbed me. I approached one of these standing there and asked him the meaning of all this, so he told me and gave me the interpretation of these things. The four great beasts are four kings that will rise from the earth, but the holy people of the Most High will receive the kingdom and possess it forever. Yes, forever and ever. Again, I don't know why I'm using that specific voice, but I am.
They're so cute. What is this? Daniel Fisher? Oh no. No, that's total bullshit. And creepy. She sure likes to gaze at her own success. Whoa. They kicked her out of church? Now they're thirsty.
Dear Reverend Fisher, this is Michael Bloom, and I know it's been a long time since we last talked, and I know that our talk was not a happy one. Despite our differences, we all knew you were a devout spirit to be reckoned with. Nobody has been surprised by your words and deeds touching so many people. I hope you believe it when I say we were all proud of you. But we are also sorry and ashamed for asking you to leave the church without understanding the power of your faith. As we need to remind ourselves, mistakes can be life lessons. Even prideful deacons should be humbled before the Lord's wisdom. We hope you find in your heart to forgive us, and we would be honored to host you for a visit any time you wish.
What a great fucking family portrait. Okay, I found a key.
Good. Let's try it.
Oh, shit. Looks like the Reverend Mother got to this letter before Jake.
Shit. Jacob, thank you so much for telling me about Daniel. I'm on my way to Haven Point now, and please let Daniel know, without getting him or you in trouble, that his family has not forgotten him. I don't know where Sean is, and I hope we can find him too. I hope the best for you, and if you need anything, do not hesitate to ask for help. I'm there.
Yeah, that will definitely explain what's going on with Daniel. Hey, I found your letter for Jacob. Too bad Lisbeth found it first.
She took it from the mail? Damn that woman.
Yeah. She checks everything that comes and goes into the community.
Okay. What the? She's completely obsessed with his power.
Daniel tired after using gift. Nothing gives him energy after. New diet? He acts on his own. Scripture won't impel him. More prayer, more study. Daniel pouty today after lessons. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Not yet. Must show grace. Trust in the Lord. I did cry today after watching the miracles. The child must be a vessel. What will he deliver unto us, and when?
I swear, even her bed looks stern. Nothing interesting.
Nope.
Nothing here. Does she even believe in any of this?
Okay, let's give this a shot.
Yes,
Yes.
that's the one.
Perfect.
Whoa. Is this her personal archive or something?
Yeah. She keeps track of everything in here. Stuff about my sister must be in this one.
Okay, I've got something. Must be what you're looking for.
Damn. She has pneumonia?
Pneumonia? Oh my god.
And for what I get, Elizabeth knows damn well she needs medical treatment.
That's criminal. She's insane. Look, she has a file on you too.
You can take a peek and see how she really treats her flock.
Man, what's all this? Were you like sick? Conversion therapy? Did they wanted to cure you from being...
Pretty much. I always showed more interest in boys than girls.
Jesus.
They thought I was a freak. A sinner.
Is that why you ran away?
Yep. Took me 5 years to understand what was up. I was too scared. Confused. I really did believe I was a sinner, so I thought I had to atone for my sins.
Atone? For what sins? I don't get how they can preach this kind of crap. I mean, you met Finn and everyone. Are they sinners then?
Of course not. I just didn't know different, Sean. I believed them.
Damn, Jake.
After a few years, I was in a really bad place. I tried to hurt myself. Elizabeth was very upset. We had a long chat. She told me I should leave. Go see the world and figure things out. I don't really get her, Sean. But Elizabeth does believe in all of this stuff.
I had no clue about your life here. I'm sorry, Jake.
I'm sorry I brought Daniel here. I was just so blown away when I saw what he could do. It was like a real miracle. I thought I'd found my faith again. Instead, I just hurt him.
Then let's make things right. We just have to get Daniel out of here.
I hope so. And I'll get my sister to a hospital. Have her treated. I hope they'll help her.
Yeah. Anything would be better than here.
Right. I just hope they can still cure her.
We need the money to take care of Daniel.
What's up?
Your company. That thug who works with Elizabeth. He's just holding some files. Doesn't seem to be onto you.
This guy is dangerous, Sean.
Hey,
Trust me.
I have a good plan to get him out of your way. He'll give you more time. Just give me the word.
Yeah. See what you can do.
I will. Get ready.
Sean, we gotta hide. Now. Hurry up.
Nope.
Come on, Sean, we need to hide.
What? Oh,
Man, if he
close.
finds us here, we're screwed.
Weird. Better tell Elizabeth about this.
Oh, what?
All right, let's see. Huh? What the fuck is going on?
Sean, do you think
It's gotta be Karen.
he's gone? Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Man, that was crazy. I really thought he was gonna catch us.
The guy's leaving.
Does she read anything else?
Worked out.
Yeah. Nice job. Is she actually scared of me?
I'm sending you this message as a warning that our church may have been a disturbed stalker who claims to be Daniel's brother. He's a Mexican teenager with one eye between 16 and 18, calls himself Sean. Do not engage him in any way if you happen to spot him. Do not call the police. Alert me or Nicholas at once. You must not be allowed near Daniel or any other members of the church. I pray I have not alarmed you, but we have a responsibility to protect ourselves from any outside threat.
Better get Daniel out of here before she gets too much attention.
Reach 1 million drivers a year and let our expert team... Yeah, Jesus.
Okay,
She's running a tight ship.
okay. We shouldn't be here.
I don't think there's anything worth a look in here. Fuck.
Jesus.
She's done some serious research. Seriously, how can she ignore that?
I hope you will forgive what must feel like an intrusion into your church and beliefs, but I have great respect for what you've built over the past decade. I have no doubt the Lord has chosen you for a reason. I am a longtime personal family friend of the Hackermans, including their precious daughter, who has had too long a time of illness. Blessedly, there is some medical help available that her family has, however, denied due to your advice. They see her pneumonia as a spiritual problem that only you can solve through prayer. While I believe that is partially true, I believe we have to work with the miracles provided by medicine. I hope you see the severity of the situation, as I feel some personal responsibility for Sarah Lee and her family, who are devout people. I'd like to talk next week if possible and hear your take on this matter. I hope you are not offended by my outreach. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Alright, let's get out of here.
Look at that. Your mom is hardcore, Sean.
Holy
Yeah.
wow.
I guess she is.
Okay.
So we're all good now?
I'll go get Sarah Lee while you get Daniel. Then let's meet up at the car, okay?
Alright. You be careful, okay?
You too, Sean. Good luck.
I'm very glad I remembered to close that drawer.
Come in, Karen. See anything?
No, you're all clear.
Awesome. Talk later.
guess we'll just have to go in the front door then.
So you know what you're gonna do?
No. But let's do it.
Oh Lord, let your power speak through this young vessel. I am your humble servant and will obey your every command. Speak to me.
It's Daniel.
Speak.
I told you, he's kind of special. Hey,
Sean! You came back?
Enano, little cub. Come with me, Daniel. We're leaving.
I'm sorry, Sean. I can't.
She's full of shit, dude. And she's using you.
Daniel has made his choice, Sean. But I'm offering you to join us again. Put your faith in me, and you'll be family.
Never.
So that's your final decision. May the Lord have mercy on your lost soul. It's time for you to leave our sanctuary, right now.
Not without my brother.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. She's my family now.
Daniel! Listen. She's not your family.
Sean? Who is she?
Our mother. She came here. For you.
Oh, praise the Lord. Another miracle at our church. Wonderful. It's all right, Daniel. Go see her. I mean, she's right there. Don't be afraid.
I don't know her.
Of course. I know. This is hard for you, my son.
Stop calling him that. You're just manipulating him, you sicko.
That's in the eye of the beholder. But since you are his mother, let me ask you, how could you let your child wander alone in the wilderness? Where were you when Daniel was lost? Where?
Listen, Daniel. I came here as soon as I found out you were here on your own.
I'm not on my own.
Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from Him. You were blessed with a divine gift. And you cast him out into the world.
Who the hell are you?
You might have been his mother once, but when you abandoned him, you also gave up your rights.
Isn't your God all about forgiveness?
You have no idea what the Bible says. How can you pretend to care about these two children? You left them and your husband to seek out your base desires.
Daniel, honey, she's trying to trick you. Please, think by yourself. You're smarter than this.
Daniel, she's responsible for what happened to your father.
You don't know anything. It was an accident. That's what this world is about. Accidents, injustice, pain. I'm just so sorry, Daniel. I know how much I hurt you and your brother by leaving. I know it's not enough, but I hope we can talk about this together. That's what I've been trying to tell your brother, and I'm so glad he listened. You gotta trust us. She's using you for her selfish desires.
Daniel, this time the choice is yours. Are you going to believe her or me? That's right. You can't tempt Daniel from this garden.
Get
He'll
your
stay with
hands
us,
off him.
His true family. And we'll never leave him.
Go to hell. Come on, Daniel.
No!
Holy shit.
Reverend, are you okay?
Nicholas! They're heretics! Sent to desecrate our church!
Okay, what now?
Don't you understand? This is over, Sean.
You have to talk to him. You can convince him, Sean.
I won't leave you, Daniel. Not here.
Don't be so stubborn, Sean. Your brother chose his path.
Your friend, Sarah Lee? She's very sick. And Lisbeth won't take her to a doctor.
What? She wouldn't do
This is
that.
pointless. Daniel knows who to trust.
I know. She went to see doctors for herself when she was in pain. She never waited for a miracle when she was in danger.
What? Is that true? Reverend Mother?
Have faith in me, Daniel. I know what I'm doing. God is speaking to me and to you.
She was kicked out of her previous church. Yeah, they knew she was crazy, so she left and founded Haven Point.
Why would they do that? Did she do something wrong?
Liar! I left on my own because they were all blind. Don't believe his lies, Daniel.
I found a letter from Karen, our mother, inside her house. She hid it from you, so you never know. She's looking for you.
What? You told me she didn't want to see me.
See what you have done.
Hey, Enano.
Back off.
No one is gonna keep me away from you.
I said stop!
Don't. I came all this way for you, and nobody will stop me. I'll even cross hell or whatever if I need to.
Sean!
He must learn.
I'm not leaving you, Daniel.
I did my best job to be a good brother. And I know I probably failed. I took you for granted. I put you in danger. And I'm sorry.
Sean!
Don't listen to him. He left you just like that harlot did. Shut him up.
He can hit me as much as he wants. I won't give up on you.
Don't hit him!
Don't let them do that, Daniel.
If I could go back in time, I would. We'd be in our living room in Seattle. That would get us pizza and snacks, then pick the movie, because we would always fight about it. And he always picked your movie. But I can't do that. All I can do now is fight.
Quiet! What are you waiting for?
We're the best team in Unknown.
Stop
So
it!
we have to keep going
No!
forward.
What are you
You're
doing?
gonna kill him!
Please! He's my brother!
You can burn down our church, but not our faith. Daniel knows you're telling the truth. Don't give up.
Wasn't ever considering it.
Nothing is gonna stop me, Daniel. We're brothers. Dad always said our blood link was the most important thing. You know that.
Please! Stop! Leave him alone!
Daniel, listen to him.
I won't stop, no matter what she does. I'll come right back, again and again. I love you, Daniel.
I do too.
Shut him up now.
Don't move! Just stop!
If you want to kill me, then do it. I'm not afraid.
Do it!
Shoot me in the face. Live with me.
No! Stop! Daniel! Sean! I'm sorry. Sorry. I was so confused. Thought she was someone else. I'm sorry.
Sean, we need to get out of here. Now.
Oh no. No. You started this fire. You will all burn in this hell.
Yeah, no thanks, lady.
Move.
We're good.
Let us go. Move it.
You won't leave this place. Not with me alive.
Open the door, Nana.
Daniel, after all I did for you, you can still repent.
I don't believe you anymore!
I mean, that's what cults do, you know? When people are really scared and confused, they give them something to believe in. You know? And that is what's happened in our country and in America, you know? Everyone was really scared and confused, and they got something to unite them. And, you know, Donald Trump and the GOP, they gave them something to rally around, and to give them something to have faith in. And that was, you know, this old sense of America, this mythical version of America where everything made sense, where everything was clean and tidy and made sense, and everything was right and just. A history of America that was uncomplicated. You know, that is what they gave a lot of Americans faith in, and the ability to return to that, even though it was never real in the first place. But they got scared of all the new things happening, of all the changes, and people saying they weren't being treated right, and wanting society to change so they were treated right. And that fear of that change was then heightened on a ridiculous scale. It was fed by people like Trump and DeSantis and Ted Cruz and Tucker Carlson. And then they said, well, we're the ones who can fix that. They said, you know, all the people who want change are your enemies, and we can beat your enemies. And it became a sense of comfort, I guess, you know? That's why they put their faith in them, because they could give them refuge from a chaotic, painful world. When you're confused, you look for something to cling on to, you know? – So let's see. So you passed both vision tests. You told Agent Flores the robbery was Finn's idea. Oh shit! I could get out there without. I could get out of the hospital without hurting anyone. Oh, that is very much what I would have preferred to do. So a lot of people didn't talk to Finn, or they talked to Finn and forgave him. Not very many people just blamed Finn for what happened. Which is weird, because it was his fault. He broke Daniel's toy while taking it back, so... 44%, so... 15% of people were not asked to sing a song. I guess maybe they made the people happy before that. You got into Anton's truck to reach a point, 90%. You didn't give money to the church. That makes sense why a lot of people would. And 93% of people tried to let Karen to open up to you. That's really interesting. So 64% of people, the most people, smoked a cigarette with Karen. 70% of people accepted Karen's help to clean the wound. 58%, Nicholas was unaware of your presence. Let's see. So, you shared your money with Jacob. I didn't give money to Jacob. I wanted to, honestly, but, let's see. You managed to hide from Nicholas, 69%. You shot Elizabeth while Daniel wasn't hurting her. You let Daniel unleash his power on Elizabeth while he was hurting her. You shot Elizabeth, so 67% did what I did.
This is it. We made it, Daniel.
What do we do now?
Make our way across. You ready?
Yeah, I think.
So, let's get started on the final chapter. Still got about 40 minutes left in the stream. If I'm doing the usual 2 hours, which I am.
Once upon a time, in a wild world, there were two wolf brothers living in their home lair with their papa wolf. They lived in peace until hunters took their dad away. The wolf brothers wandered for days and nights, learning how to live on their own for the first time. That's when the big brother discovered that the little one was not an ordinary wolf, but a super wolf. They decided to head south to the distant land of their ancestors. But the journey was long and dangerous. Still, the Wolf brothers made new friends on the way. They learned more about the world. But danger seemed to always follow them after a bad accident. They were separated. The big brother had been hurt, and the hunters finally captured him. They put him in a cage, but when he finally escaped, he went to search for his little brother. He soon found out that the little wolf had joined a coyote cult, and he would not leave them. Suddenly, their mother showed up after all that time. She said she came to help rescue him. They begged the coyote leader, but she would not release the little wolf. He was their idol. So they had to knock her out to escape. The Wolf brothers, now reunited, followed their rogue mother far into the desert to her hideaway.
Arizona, 7 weeks after the events of Haven Point. At Haven Point. Sorry. Oh, Scorpion.
Hey. Wake up, Sean. Dude, come on.
What? What time is it?
Get up. It's so beautiful. Check it out.
Whoa. That is beautiful. That's a nice view. I could never do it because I'm afraid of heights. But, you know. It's still a nice view.
So?
Yeah, okay. Good call. Wow. That's amazing.
That is
I know.
gorgeous.
Is your eye okay?
Yeah. It just itches. It's okay, Nana. Promise.
Yeah. Okay.
I love you. No matter what happens. You hear me?
Yeah. I love you too.
I really love, you know, the complexity of their relationship. And I love how they're united through this idea of the Wolf brothers, you know, like
Diaz brothers. Always.
it's a really interesting deep connection between them that helps them. I don't know. It's just really interesting to me.
Are you still having those bad dreams? You know, about Lisbeth?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like she's around, coming after me. It's scary.
Dude, I bet she's having nightmares about you.
Yeah, but she's still out there. Somewhere. Creeps me out.
Listen, we're far away from her, okay? We're together again. Safe.
Hope so. Sean, are we criminals now?
In the eyes of the law, yes. Actually, no.
No way. We did exactly what we had to. If the cops catch us, we'll be judged for what we did. That's for sure.
Yeah. I know.
Well, we're almost at the border. Finally.
I like it here. But we'll have to leave soon. I know.
I'm sorry, Anna.
Sean, I know it's been a long time. Can you tell me the rest of the wolf story?
Oh. Yeah. I can tell you. Been forever since we left off.
Way too long.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, thanks to their mama wolf, the Wolf brothers barely escaped from the coyote cult. She led them to her secret lair, deep in the Red Desert. The Wolf brothers rested for a while, but at some point, they'd have to continue their journey south. They were closer than ever to their father's land, but between them and their destination lied.
A mighty fire unicorn. But she's nice, so they become friends.
Excuse me, who's telling the story?
You are. But it's my story too. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay then, so what happens next?
They arrive in Mexico, but the country is rampaged by goblins. Together, the wolves and the unicorn manage to slay them and become heroes. The police forgives them, and all their friends come to Mexico to celebrate.
Yeah, sounds pretty good, I know. Let's pack this shit up and head back to town. Gotta clean up our stuff before we leave.
Let's see. Alright, here we go. Karen wants to talk. It's hard, but I'm trying to hear her out. Not sure I'll ever understand what she's been through or what she's after, but I can try. We got Daniel, finally. The freak guru can go to hell now. Feels so good to be with my bro again. Leaving Haven Point, Karen's taking us to her place. We need to breathe, sleep, heal. Blah, 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 blah. Sarah Lee, this needs to go. Karen lives in a desert commune. No shit. Unincorporated community, she said. It's called Away. Only 30 people live here on and off. This place is so weird, but the desert is mind-blowing. Perfect hideaway. Daniel's still feeling so confused. Guilt-tripping a lot. He can't figure out what happened. The brainwashing, the lies, Lisbeth's grasp over his trauma. Doing my best to help him recover. Sure hope they find now. What does that mean? Karen is a big help, too. She's good with words. The letter from Jacob and Sarah made him happy. Daniel needs more friends. So do I. Sean, we posing. Total trip to live with Karen again. She wants to move on. That's easy for her to say. I'm trying. Daniel is getting better. I can see he loves having mommy back. Daniel's power is no secret here. No one gives a shit. They just go along with it and don't see it as something they can use to their own advantage. Refreshing. Roar! Who are we gonna tell? We're already the batshit crazy sad people. So this place Away is what you make it. Joan haunts it with cool-ass sculptures made from scavenged scraps. She's a cool and sunny woman. Karen's closest thing to a best friend, it seems. Cool as heck ornamental tattoos. Take my time today. Arthur and Stanley live in one of the only proper houses in town. They built it together 10 years ago from ruins of their past lives. These two can't stop teasing each other, but they're so inspiring. Old couple, young love. Got a letter from Cass today. Feels good. Would love to hang with her again someday. This place makes me want to draw. Could stare at these canyons forever. Daniel needs to vent out. He's been having nightmares about Haven Point and Lisbeth for weeks. Still feels guilty about my eye. Need to find ways to help him process this. Karen told us about a cool camping spot. Reached the top after a long hike across the canyon. Track sessions feel like forever ago. I need to work on my cardio. Don't fall, mate. Ursa Major. Man Horsarius. Probably the best view ever. Gonna stargaze all night thanks to Arthur's telescope. Daniel seems happy.
This place is too pretty.
Okay.
Every star looked the same until we used Karen's old guidebook.
I swear Dad had that same book in the garage.
Yeah, I think he did.
Why did he never show it to us?
Maybe it reminded him of Mom too much.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Hey, I can help. Just tell me what you want to put in there.
You are the man.
Let's definitely draw this.
Ooh, sketching time. Good idea. I'm glad you can still draw after. You know.
Me too, Daniel. But if I can see it in my mind, I can still sketch anything. Almost.
That's so cool. I don't want you to stop drawing. Ever.
Thanks, man.
This is so cool. Hey, can you draw me as a superhero? Like, striking a pose over the canyon.
I can try.
My back hurts a little.
Ta-da. Finished.
Let me check it out. Oh, man. I do look like a mighty superhero. That's so cool.
Look, Daniel's a brat, but he's a good kid. I mean, who wasn't a brat at that age, right?
So incredible to see all those stars and planets up close. It's like we're right there. Pretty useless with the crazy moonlight we had. But it scares the coyotes away. God damn. That food was amazing. Thanks, Joanne. Yep. Still need our processed sugar in this hippie desert. Yo, Captain can you take these away?
Sure.
Perfect formation. Let's clean up this mess.
Not if it cleans up by itself.
Stop. Daniel.
Can't catch it, huh?
No shit. Now cut it out.
Jeez. You're no fun.
Activate flashlight. And no funny business.
Of course not. On the way. I hope we can go watch the stars again. Mom said there's a moon eclipse coming up soon.
I'm in. This place is cool. I could just move here. I'm glad we had these. Not a fan of desert critters. Well, let's hit the trail, cowboy. dude. Don't do that.
What's wrong?
Stop messing with it, man.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, little guy. Don't get eaten by eagles.
Do eagles eat scorpions?
No idea.
Cool. Let's go.
I wish we saw more falling stars. Or any.
Hey, we saw the Milky Way, dude. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's true. And Mars. That was so cool Arthur and Stanley let us use the telescope.
Yeah, these guys are real cool. Hey, see this? Looks like the ones you did back in that cabin. When you got sick.
Oh, totally. Wait, does that mean other people were here?
Of course. Maybe someone from away did it.
Oh, I bet it was Joanne. Didn't Joanne will let me help her with the sculpture when we get back?
Hell yeah. You're like the magic assistant. Amazing that anything can grow out here.
Does it ever rain in the desert?
Well... Oh. Good question.
Anyway, what I was saying is, it's nice to be able to use my power out here. Not hide it.
Yeah, Karen was right. They're all cool with it.
Mom doesn't say much about my power. Why do you think?
She's... confused.
Yeah, like, what do you mean? She's my mom.
Well, you know... I mean... She hasn't seen you for years. I'm not sure she can deal with all of this at the same time.
Huh. It must be weird for her.
I hear you. Looks like a job for our local super psychic boy. I hear you.
Oh. Gotta help him get down.
You know, I could have done it by myself, right?
Hey, let me be the...
Hey, you know who I'd see having a trailer out here?
Who?
Brody. He'd love it. Like, he could have his own radio station and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, he'd totally love it out here.
So, maybe you can help us get out of here?
I'll try. Step back.
Be super careful.
Well, I suppose that works.
There you go. I hope it's okay.
Nice, man.
Oh yeah, no, that just reminded me of something. Well, anyway, sorry. It's just a schedule thing that just popped into my head. I was like, oh, I should do that later.
see what Joanne is doing.
Go for it. I have to bring back the telescope to Stanley and Arthur. Went to town for weekly supplies. Some pancakes left in the kitchen. Back soon. Daniel, you copy?
Yes, I read you. 10-4.
I have a pancake alert in the kitchen. Repeat, pancake alert.
Oh, man. Sorry, I was gonna eat with Joanne. Over and out.
10-4. No flying pancakes today. Karen has been camping in her own house since we arrived. Either Karen was desperate for a job, or she loved working with kids. She's really good at rewriting her own life.
I am a solo Mobius strip. Just when I reach the end, I go back to the beginning. Resign myself to new faces, the privilege to escape and rewrite another draft. Goddess laughs at plans and shows me the page left unmarked for years. Out in the ghost desert, the seeds return as saplings to reveal their age and power. Now I go back forward, layered with fear and hope to water the children of the sun.
This one's pretty intense.
Don't believe I
think
would.
I get it.
Don't believe I would find a soul within or without a church. A miracle was sleep and food and fuck. A day without shit until it was not. Now we run to celestial spires, oh visions of the fake prophet, engulfed in ego and belief as the burning cross falls on all your cruel angels. I am the bonfire of vanities, so when the dam breaks we all flood like glass on a mirage, if I believe.
She's really good at
right, just did that.
rewriting her own life. Whoa. I hope Karen sends this to Claire and Steven.
Hi, Mom and Dad. I've been thinking about this letter for a while, and I know it's been a long, long time coming. So I'm sitting here thinking about the words I should have written 10 years ago. You always used to say everything happens for a reason. We fought about it then. I understand why now. There is a reason I feel like I have to reach out to you both tonight from the desert. I know you've only heard from me once by phone and 6 times by letter for almost a decade. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm certainly not trying to punish you like you told me. Don't laugh, but I just didn't know what to say or write. Poet's block. It's like you had to block me from your life after I left Esteban. I understand that was how you had to deal with a problem child, an only child, who didn't live up to your expectations. There's no denying that I failed you, but the weight of your aspirations as parents failed me too. Okay, so I guess when we have the, grayed out letters, there's things she crossed out, I suppose. Looks, yeah. You can see it in the back. Yeah, see, she crossed out a bunch of stuff. There's no denying that I failed you, but the weight or burden of your aspirations as parents failed me too. You had such a rigid opinion of what I was supposed to be that I just didn't have the opportunity to explore who I actually was. You wanted a daughter to grow up happy, find a good job and great husband, settle down, have kids and raise them in faith to continue the cycle of suburbia. Breed, and that daughter wasn't me. I know that you were raised in a different time and culture, so I didn't understand your point of view. Like you didn't understand your wayward daughter. Maybe a bridge too far for us at the time. After Danny was born, you knew I wanted to take a break from you knew I wanted to take some time to figure things out in my head and heart. It didn't make sense to you or Dad, and I get that, but I was so desperate, and you didn't see how I was so desperate, and only Esteban was willing to give me that time because he saw how unhappy I was. I don't blame you for my decision to leave, and maybe a timeout would have led to the same outcome. We will never know, and I try not to live in regret. My life has been a roller coaster, and there have been times I long to hear your voices and thoughts, even the negative ones. And I know when I last talked to you in New York to ask for help in paying back my debts, you wanted to help, but it was on your condition to return right back to where I was, to where I couldn't return. I hate that it was our last conversation. I'm sorry I reached out to you this day. I'm sorry I broke your hearts. I'm sorry I let you broke mine for silencing me for so long. I think we paid our dues. Now I sit under a blue field of crystal stars like the poet I hope I am, writing and waiting for a chance to rebuild an old bridge with my mother and father. I hope we can cross it one more time. Love, your daughter.
Looks like they all finally found their home. Karen looks so young and fragile on this picture. Hard times. Karen must have been so excited to finally hit New York.
Fly by night, not by fright, into the big city bright. Stop. That cliche never dying in the steel of the buildings, the warp of the street. No, but no matter what or where I spin, the pull of a million dead poets takes me to dance once again. Go. But this time I get to lead until the next flight.
I'm so glad Jacob and his sister are doing okay.
Hello, Sean.
They deserve some peace.
Sorry I did not write to you sooner, but this was the first time I've had a chance to relax after we got out of Haven Point, thanks to you and your brother. I still can't believe it really happened. So bizarre. Sarah Lee and I do miss our parents, but we're not ready to let them know where we are yet. We will figure it out later. Thanks to my old savings account, I finally got Sarah Lee antibiotics, so she's been feeling better pretty fast. Kids are like superhumans. The most important thing to me is my sister, just like your brother. You are lucky to have each other, and when you both came our way, we were blessed. I'm trying to track down our humble crew, so I'll keep you posted. I hope everybody is okay after that night in the farm. We all deserve a break and a better future. Please let me know when you make it to the other side. You and Daniel got this. Give our little hero a big hug. Wait, hold on. Yeah, there we go.
So cute.
Hi, Daniel. I hope you are
Looks
good
like
and
Lila
happy.
has some competition.
I feel so much better now. It took forever before we found a place to live, but we finally did. I love this cold weather way more than the heat. Please come see us soon. Thanks for being one of my best friends, Sarah Lee. Look, I mean, they might just be best friends, okay? You don't have to, you know.
So good to have a home. Again. And a real bed. Didn't realize how much I miss Cassidy's voice. And her songs. And... dude.
Hola, sexy boy. No more city boy. Jay hooked me up with your P.O. box, so now you can't hide from your old crew anymore. I know you took off from the hospital, and I'm glad you're still going down to Mexico. We've all been fugitives on the run, but you and Daniel are kings of the road. I hope you finally get back home. Of course, I'm not ready to settle yet, so we're all hanging out in Colorado. The idea is trying to get as far away from the West Coast as possible. Too many ghosts for now. Hard to believe Finn is in here to start shit, and we don't miss him for that. But he'll get a few more songs out of me. We all want to remember him for his angels, not his demons. I miss you. I would love to take a road trip out of this shithole, and it would be great to swim with you again. So, you better let me know when you hit Mexico, Sean. Don't make me track you down. Here, I'll even give you my number, so no excuses.
Man, I'm still not used to this heat out here. Dad was an absolute fan of this movie. Maybe they were nerds together. Ugh. I wish Karen didn't tell me she got a rattlesnake out of the toilet last week.
Yeah, that seems like knowledge that it would just be like, you know.
Gotta keep my eye lube handy. Glad I don't need it as much. She changed my diapers, but it feels kind of awkward to be here. Brody's so good at describing painful situations.
Tribe Called West, you can go
And
home
scenes
again.
that get into it.
By Brody Holloway. The last time I saw my mother before this year, I was telling her to leave me the fuck alone. That I was done with the whole bullshit family. My real fam were the strangers I met on the road who became friends. Not my family who became strangers. I adopted all the online connections I made around the world and all those wandering souls that I would encounter on my journeys ahead. You'd be reading about them right now, except the next time I saw my mother, she was in hospice care at our Utah home, her body light and frail as a web, holding my hand and telling me that she was sorry about everything that kept us apart for most of my adult life. My mom was dying of cancer and she was sorry. So I cried, she cried, my brother cried, we all cried. And all the years of family bullshit blew away to dust, like that. I just wasn't mad anymore. I didn't know it would be so easy, or so hard. It didn't mean the past didn't happen, or that I wasn't responsible in my own way. My brother used to tell me I was a fake liberal because while I was out trying to save the world, he had to take care of my mom and the family estate. Maybe he was right, but I told him that he also had the money to take care of them. Goddamn, if I was in charge of the finances, I would have given away the family estate and we'd be broke living in a co-op. My brother knows this. Families are just fucking weird. Society tells us to love our parents and siblings simply out of blood and chance, but what if you hate each other? What if you're only linked by random DNA? What if... Whatever. It doesn't matter. I've seen the best and worst of people everywhere I roll. You tend to have those extremes at 3 a.m. at an empty gas station or some desolate freeway. Yes, I've seen strong families bond in hard times. I know there are big siblings out there who will always care for their little siblings and vice versa. They help me to understand our fragile filial ecosystem. Filial? In our last hours, my brother and I held my mom's thin fingers as she passed on to a place I hope is better than the one she came from. After she was gone, I found a stash of some old school essays and stories, the only thing I was good at in school. I never knew she kept this stuff or that she cared. Even if we never understood each other, she must have been a little proud that I went my own way and tried to be a force for good. Mothers know how to make you cry like a little bitch. The first time tears had burned in my eyes in a long time. It felt good. So now I've come back to a home I once vowed to never return. I don't feel so alienated this time, even if I still am. Like I say too often, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Now I have an estate to deal with and more responsibility than I actually want, but I have to see this as karma or destiny or the dharma of the privileged. Don't panic, but I may be taking a break from my life on wheels, just to see who or what I can help now I have more resources to spread around. I'm sure my brother will approve, insert sarcasm, if we're still talking after all this memorial bonding. Okay, it's not a happy ending, but maybe it's a hopeful one. And speaking of hope, given the sad state of this sad nation, I've been thinking it's time to move outside my comfort zone. Send dispatches from places and people I'm not so familiar with. Places I can explore to tell new stories from, like Canada, or Mexico, or the road never ends.
I miss you too, sis. Hope we can take some new pictures someday.
Thinking of Sean, be seeing you again, brother, then we rage.
Had no clue there was a network of seed pirates. Karen takes on some small piecework for a living.
Thank you for your last advice.
Must pay better than poetry.
We got quite a response and a lot of hits. I know you don't want a social media footprint, but you could generate a lot of clicks with your insights. Looking forward to your next piece. Please make sure to send your invoice for May and June.
Karen doesn't even like to leave this place just to go shopping.
What do we got here?
Nice mess. Daniel will never change. It's nice to play games with Daniel again. Karen likes to join us too. Still can't believe she's kept it. Karen did help us a lot since she found me and Daniel. Better late than never. Excuse me, water boy. Did you remember to feed the crops?
I never forget. Ask Mom. But no way I could grow stuff like she can. Maybe in Mexico.
Oh yeah. We can grow a lot of stuff there. We could also try to be self-sufficient when we're in Mexico. Dude, we could put red fruit coloring in the water and turn this into a blood tank.
Yeah, but then everybody would freak out. Plus, you can't do food coloring out here.
Pretty smart. You're never gonna run out of sun in the desert.
True.
Hey, your Captain Spirit drawing was awesome.
Thanks. Wish I could show it to Chris. Do you think he can visit us down in Puerto Lobos?
Morning, Sean.
Yep. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Instead of snowmen, we can make sandcastles.
Morning, guys. Arthur and Stanley cannot wait for the 4th of July. Me neither. Look at that. I thought there was only vultures in the desert. Hey, what's up?
Morning, Sean.
Join us.
Have a seat. Hey, just in
We're wrapping
time
up.
for
It
our
should
special
save after
desert
this, I
brew.
think.
And dust-free.
Thanks so much.
Sean, it's too early to be so awake.
No kidding. Hey, how was your sleepover in the canyon?
Amazing. We watched the sunrise. Daniel loved it too.
That's my favorite view out here. It's like ancient times, but it never gets old.
Unlike us, darling. That canyon will be here long after we're gone. Hope you looked up.
We did. Thanks for hooking us up.
Anytime. Even my daughter Becky loves to stargaze when she visits us.
That's the only way to get Arthur to camp now. Becky is the real astronomer in the family. Wonder where she got this.
From her mom, probably.
Hope you guys get to meet Becky.
Does she come visiting often?
Not as much as I'd want. Can't really blame her. But you know, well, some parts of the year, this place is full of friends and family. Christmas, for example.
So, don't you ever get bored? Being out here is a big change.
We do sometimes. We're in a desert. I miss the parks, cafes, shopping, but this place is something else.
And we feel safe out here. If you could have seen me as a family man a few years ago, I had everything but nothing. Now I have nothing but everything. Thanks to this one.
After we got together, we both had serious breakdowns. Then we got the hell out of the Bay Area. For the better.
I hear that. I'm just so fucking tired of running. I hope me and Daniel find our own way.
You will. People come here to reset their life. Become the person they want to be. Or used to be. You're smart. You'll figure out your next direction. Right, Gramps?
Speak for yourself, Grandpa. My body might be 59, but I'm 25.
Uh-huh. I'll remember that on the next hike.
I'm gonna see what Daniel's up to. Thanks for the desert brew. These two remind me of Claire and Steven. In a weird, hippie version.
Hope that counts as a checkpoint. Alright, we're gonna wrap up there for today. We'll start over again if we have to. Oh, let's see. Definitely gonna send you over to...
Looking at this place,
a friend of mine.
I see that Karen really wanted to get away from it all.
He's great. You'll love him.